point, kids and families. It's Miss Freed here, and I'm ready to share a special book with you today. This is a book that I recently picked up over winter break at the gift shop at the National Museum of African American History and Culture. And it's a Smithsonian museum that's in Washington, D.C., and I would like to recommend it to anybody who ever finds themselves in Washington, D.C. It was probably the most educational museum experience that I've ever had myself, and I hope some of you can go as well someday. This is a story called A is for All the Things You Are, a joyful ABC book. And the special thing about this book is that at the bottom of every page there is a question. And I would invite you with your families, as you're reading this story, to pause when you get to the question. You can just pause the video and discuss it. I might ask a question like, how have you shown kindness today? And you can talk about that with your family before going on to the next page, because there's some kind of important conversation starters, I think. So I really hope you enjoyed this story today. I hope you're enjoying your summer, and I can't wait to see you again. I just wanted to start off by sharing what is written on the back of the book. It starts off over here. It says, A is for amazing, B is for brave. Every letter in the alphabet says something special about you. And then over here it gives a little note. It says, read aloud with your favorite little ones to explore all the diverse and wonderful character traits that make each of us unique. With delightful illustrations celebrating the joys of childhood, this journey through the alphabet invites us to appreciate differences among our friends, families, and communities, embrace all our own strengths, and confidently share them with the world. And this is written by a woman named Anna Forgerson Hindley, and she heads the Early Childhood Education Initiative at the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture. And her works focus on anti-bias education. And the illustrator is Katura A. Bobo, and she is a New York Times best-selling illustrator. So as you're looking at the pictures in this book, I want you to notice the diverse characters that she selected to paint. I believe she's painting. I believe that's the medium she chose. But I just want you to notice, she chose kids and adults with different skin tones, with different hair colors and eye colors and different abilities, And I think that it's important for us to notice that in the book and to see all the beauty that she has drawn or painted in her illustrations and to just enjoy the story along with the illustrations. So here we go. A is for amazing. You have special traits that make you you. Share the light you have inside and make the world a better place. This little girl looking in the mirror. And the question at the bottom says, what makes you amazing? B is for brave. When you're somewhere new, or you're meeting a new kid, you might feel scared or unsure. Believe in yourself. Face your challenges head on. Maybe these kids are going to a new school, or maybe they're new to each other. What are you going to be brave about today? C is for creative. Wow, look at that mural. You can express yourself in many ways. Dance, sing, paint, clap your hands, tell a story. What is your favorite way to be creative? D is for daring. When you try something new or take a chance, you are daring yourself to be brave, to learn, to be strong. Keep going. Maybe that's her first time off the diving board and she's being so daring. When have you been daring? E is for emotional. Happy, sad, angry, glad. Everybody feels lots of different emotions. Whether big or little, all feelings matter. Emotions are what make us human. There's some different emotions going on at this birthday party I see. What emotions are you feeling today? Every day it's different. I mean, you might feel many emotions in just one day. F is for fair. You see that this little boy is dishing out some fruit to his friends. Let's see what it says about being fair. Being fair always means being thoughtful and considerate about what is best for everyone. It might mean that the littlest kid gets a head start, or that everyone gets the same amount of snacks. What is one way you can be fair to others? Think about that. G is for grateful. Oh, I love this activity this family is doing. That looks great. Look around and notice all of the good things in your life, like sunshine, people who love you, and your favorite book or toy. Take time to be grateful. What makes you grateful? Maybe it's not mountains because we don't live by mountains, but maybe you're grateful for the forest or the sunshine or maybe some bugs in your backyard. There are many things to be grateful for. H is for happy. There are wonderful things right in front of you. Hold a friend's hand, stop to smell a flower. You'll feel happy. And here's this little girl. Maybe it's her grandmother, maybe it's her neighbor, and she's sharing a little sign of love to her. How can you share your happiness with others? I is for interesting. Do you have unique ideas about how to solve problems? Do you eat different foods than other people you know? You are interesting. Remember that everyone has something special that makes them interesting too. And here we can see these people exploring a museum and checking out all the interesting things. Who or what do you find interesting? J is for just. Have you ever had a disagreement on the playground or when playing a game? If you listen to everyone's point of view and treat others fairly, that means you are just. And the question is asking, how have you stood up for justice? Maybe for yourself, maybe for somebody else. Think about that. K is for kind. Oh, can you see a kind act going on this page? Oh, it looks like that little girl dropped her little stuffed toy, and it looks like her dad maybe didn't notice right away until the boy said, "Hey, she dropped her toy." Offering a warm smile, being gentle. These small acts of kindness can make a big difference in someone's day. How are you kind today? L is for loving. You can show that you are loving in lots of ways. Give someone a hug. Show that you care. When you are loving, your heart will feel full. How do you show your love? M is for messy. Some days are easy. Everything falls into place and you shine. Some days are messy. You forget to brush your teeth, you fight with your friend, nothing goes right. Being messy is okay. It just shows you have new things to learn and new ways to grow. What makes you feel better when things feel messy? I think that's an important question to discuss with your family. What makes you feel better when things feel messy? We all have some messy days. N is for natural. Your skin, your hair, and your eyes are parts of your natural self. Those things are uniquely your own and are part of what makes you special. How will you show your pride in your natural, beautiful self? O is for open-minded. Every day is a new chance to open your mind to new ideas. Even though you might disagree with someone's opinion, be open-minded to other perspectives. And it looks like this little girl is doing a little bit of a cooking adventure. It appears that she has mixed some tomatoes and maybe carrot and lemon. And then she also has a bag of marshmallows. And you might think, ooh, I don't want to try that. But hey, if you're open-minded, you never know what you might like. When has someone been open-minded to your point of view? How did that make you feel? They don't have to agree with you, but it's nice to be open-minded and listen to each other and have others listen to you. P is for persistent. That's a good word. If you're trying something new, like learning how to do a cartwheel, you might fall down. But if you get up and try again, you are being persistent. So persistence is like, you just don't give up. And the question says, when have you persisted? Think of something where you had to just keep trying until you got it. Q is for questioning. How does a kite fly? Why is the sky blue? What are clouds made of? Being curious and asking questions helps you make sense of our complex world. What questions do you have today? R is for resourceful. Figuring out how to solve a problem means you are resourceful. When you face an obstacle, be creative and keep trying. What tools or resources have you used to solve a challenge? S is for strong. You have a strong heart, strong mind, and a strong body. When you're able to stay calm in a difficult situation, or you stay positive even when something seems impossible, that shows strength. And I bet this little girl is showing a lot of strength by walking into that classroom. Maybe she was nervous, and she is being so strong and going in to meet these new friends. How are you strong? T is for talented. Can you balance on one foot? Can you make people laugh? There are so many ways to show that you are talented. What talents do you have that you are most proud of? U is for unique. While all humans have certain similarities, we are each unique and special. There is only one you. How are you unique? How are you the same as other people? V is for vocal. Sometimes it is important to let your voice be heard. Shout the things you are passionate about. Tell those you love that you love them. Stand up and speak out against injustice. And here these kids are, kind of looks like they're maybe at the Lincoln Memorial. And they're there with a couple parents. And their signs say, peace on earth. Be kind. We are one. No more bullying. Love and peace. And even the little bird had something to tweet. What are you vocal about? W is for worthy. What you think and feel and believe matters. So when you have something important to say, be seen and be heard. You are worthy. Finish this sentence. I am worthy because... X is for xenial. And I love that I learned a new word. I did not know this word before I read this book. I love learning new words and stories. It says, it's simple to be xenial. Welcome others, especially strangers or guests, and make them feel at home. That is an important way to act every day. How can you show that you are Xenial? And I wanted to point out these families are walking right outside of that museum that I was telling you about. And there's the Washington Monument, and here is the Museum of African American History and Culture. Y is for young. Even though you are young, your thoughts and experiences are valuable. You have walked the steps you have walked. You already have dreams to dream and goals to accomplish. And let's look to see what these kids have as a goal. Let's see, their sign says Lemonade Fundraiser, Future Archaeologists. Okay, so they would like to be archaeologists, and this is what they're going to do to get there. They are raising money for Dino Dig Summer Adventure, so they can learn maybe some tools and some tips of how to be an archaeologist. That's a good idea. Why is it good to be young? Can you think of some ideas? And the last page, Z is for zany. You move to the beat of your own drum. You are a one-person parade going through life and demonstrating all the amazing things you are. And now we don't have a question, but an activity that you can do. It says, draw a self-portrait that demonstrates how the words in this book describe you. All right, I hope you enjoyed our story today. A is for all the things you are, a joyful ABC book.